Good evening, everyone. I am getting ready to make another recipe from the Food to Die For cookbook by Amy Bruni. Not sponsored. My husband bought this for me as a gift. I absolutely love it. I've made a couple other recipes. It's October, so I want to make tomato soup. This tomato soup recipe was originally published in the Arizona Daily Star, July 4th, 1882. So this cookbook is unique in that it features haunted places, and then it has a recipe that can be found in that haunted place. So this is from Big Nose Kate's Saloon in Tombstone, Arizona, and I've actually been there. We went there 2 years ago. I really enjoyed it. It's a cute little old Western town, and that saloon is still open. I did not eat there, but I was looking through this and I thought the tomato soup looked really interesting. I've never personally made tomato soup unless you count opening a can of Campbell's, and I had no idea that tomato soup had a lot of vegetables in it. So we've got butter, carrot, turnip, onion, celery, flour, vegetable broth or beef. I'm going to use beef. Diced tomatoes or 3 cups fresh chopped tomatoes, a bay leaf, grated nutmeg, and salt and pepper to taste. So I'm not using fresh tomatoes. I did buy a can of diced tomatoes. Obviously, this is not a turnip. This is a rutabaga. So when I was at Walmart, they did not have turnips. I don't know if it's because it's a regional thing. I know actually in Missouri, this is the time of year that turnips are grown because my dad used to grow turnips. But whatever reason, there was none at the store, and I Googled it, and rutabaga is a substitution. So here we go. I'm not going to use the whole thing. I'm going to use the equivalent of whatever this onion is, which is probably a cup, and then I'll just have to figure out what to do with the rest. I don't want it to go to waste because this was like almost $3. And so I'm going to get that chopped up. So the first step is chop it, dice it all up, saute it in the butter until it's nice and soft. It says that should take about 8 minutes. And then if you've made any soups before, the next step is to add flour to thicken it up to create a slight roux. And then that's when you add the broth, the tomatoes, and let it cook. So let me get everything chopped up. And if you didn't notice, this rutabaga has been dipped in wax. That's okay. I'm gonna peel it and chop it. I got the butter melting, 2 tablespoons of butter. Here are the veggies, the rutabaga, turnip substitution, onion, carrot, and celery. So this rutabaga smells exactly like turnip. If you're not familiar with turnip, it kind of has a slight horseradish smell. So it's just a bit tangy. And I cut the rest of the rutabaga up and I filled up a quart bag. So I'll probably just like cook that with onions tomorrow as a side dish, but I'll double check on the internet to see what everyone does with rutabaga. So now we're gonna get this cooking and sauteing it for 8 minutes. Now I'm going to add the 1/4 cup of flour. I usually like to spread it around, but now cook that, stir that until everything's coated, and then cook that for 2 minutes. All right, that's been cooking for about 2 minutes. Now I'm gonna add the can of diced tomatoes and the 4 cups of beef broth, a pinch of nutmeg. It did say fresh nutmeg, but I'm sorry, I'm using the spice, and then a bay leaf. All right, I just added the tomatoes, the beef broth, the bay leaf, the pinch of nutmeg. Now I'm gonna stir that, and we bring it to a boil and then simmer it for 20 minutes. It'll be interesting to see if it's actually gonna turn the orange color of tomato soup. Maybe it will. It's starting to turn a little orange, at least the foam is. So there's 2 ways they said to blend it, and or push the veggies through a strainer, but you know me, I'm gonna use my handheld emulsion blender. Okay, I am immersion blending it while it's cooking, which is a general no-no because you can like burn yourself, but I like to live dangerously. And so it is actually looking a very nice orange. So then the last step, I just have to add a little salt and pepper. And I'm not going to strain it. I don't mind, I don't need it completely smooth. It looks pretty smooth to me, but looks pretty smooth to me. All right, I'm just stirring it to see if I missed any chunks, but I think I did a pretty good job. Now, I think I already said it. Salt and pepper to taste, and it is ready. Here is the tomato soup. It looks really good. If you hear that noise in the background, my husband's making grilled cheese in the air fryer. First time and last time. He does not recommend. All right, quick taste test, and then we're gonna watch a movie while eating our tomato soup.
Wow.
That's pretty darn good.
I like it. I don't like tomato soup.
Yeah, I definitely,
I don't like tomato soup. I like this.
This does not taste like Campbell's tomato soup whatsoever, but that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
It's like it's almost like a vegetable soup.
Mm-hmm. It really is. I would do that again.
It's bursting with garden fresh flavor.
Garden fresh flavor. Yeah, I use canned tomatoes. That's really, really good. This is the air fryer, I'm sorry.
Grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese. I just got distracted. Believe it or not, when I was in grade school, they would give us grilled cheeses that they baked in the oven, and this reminds me of that.
That's what it looks like.
And it's got the texture too, but that's fine. Yeah, we had tomato soup and grilled cheese in grade school. Did you? For like a lunch? Or did your mom always pack your lunch?
I don't know what we had. Honestly, I don't remember. I just remember taking a lunch in.
Pretty much now till
Sage.
years. A lot of the yards in town.